Hi, welcome back to Black Mesa. I've got things to say. Listen. First off, of course, there is like a guardrail. That's the phrase, right? Guardrail for the area over there for the walk that leads fucking nowhere. Well, to the electrical box. So yeah, that's justified. But there isn't one here, just because there's a reflector, like a spotlight here. So obviously there needs to be no safety here, and there's a valve here, and there's this fucking loading bay of some sorts. All right, maybe it loads something actually. So maybe that's justified. Right. One thing. All right. I think it could be done better. Anyway, listen. I've postponed my session to. Yeah. Never mind. You wish, but anyway, I've postponed my activities to tell you this, because I was watching a thing. Oh, just turn on the shit, right. I've postponed a thing because I've heard things talked about, and that clued me into some things. One down. I wasn't headshot enough, of course. It's only a shotgun after all. That was enough for one. Well, looks like it doesn't really matter how close you are to them, as long as you keep shooting. I mean, I landed 2 shots on them, on each, I think. And that was enough this time, but up close, can you not fucking lower it down to 1 shot? Anyway, right. I think you should be able. Am I really that bad at shooting things? My shorts tell otherwise. Tell a different story. By the way, if you haven't seen, go ahead, watch my Apex shorts and tell everyone about them. Right, so I've heard a thing, and it's all about the art. Ubisoft very recently have been killing off games, or at least multiplayer components of some games. They were killing off other games earlier as well, of course, but the point is that they are now killing off something else, in addition to what they've already done so far. So, that exists, that happens. And they're killing things off now, right? And, of course, the guy that I am parting the viewpoints, parting the points, the arguments from, says that he has been contacted by a game developer that hasn't had the thought of the game being killed off crossed his mind. And the point is, game is a software. It's a perpetual license for your ownership, for you to own. Perpetual license of ownership is pretty much the legal phrase. You own it, it's a good, not service, and you as a developer don't get to come into somebody's house and take it away from them. You don't get to ban them from playing your game, you don't get to do things like that. Block somebody's account and not let them play the game anymore. Alright, I'm good. How about a quick save? That went well. Right, again, we've pumped some water somewhere. That's good enough for some things, apparently. And right, we're going. So the developer didn't have it cross his mind that the game shouldn't be something that someone can lose because of the developer's decision. The game should be developed to be played, right? Because it's good. The fucking Ubisoft is killing off games and multiplayer components of games. Currently, Space Jockeys or something, and also multiplayer components of Assassin's Creed games, some of them, the older ones, because of course they don't care, and of course as usual corporations can just fucking do anything with you, and you going into their headquarters with a machine gun and demanding your rights to be upheld is not something you should be doing for some reason. There we go. It's an alternative fire. When I'm holding right mouse button, it should just zoom in and let me shoot. Right, I think there's someone else spawned here, or there will be soon enough. Come your tits. Right. So killing off things there. Sit down. There we go. Fucking hell, dude. I didn't sprint. So I barely avoided that guy. Well, again, crossbow bolts have not been used. Oh, I can reload and at least get 2 back. So at least there's that. It also went pretty well, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Not too much, right. That's reloaded, that's reloaded. Right. So multiplayer components, and of course the only way of preserving the games, because they're removing multiplayer components from some games while also taking some games off of stores, just not selling it anymore. But some online stores still say that you'll be able to continue playing the games if you have bought them, but no one else will be able to buy them anymore. Why? Because they're a stupid company and don't understand how shit works. One thing. Second, apparently they have to uphold, reasonably they will have to uphold costs of maintaining servers that would be the phrase, like cause it so that the game can be sent out from somewhere for someone to download. I don't need those. What the fuck is this? Armor, batteries. I don't need those. I'm gonna go here. That's probably the legitimate way of going down. Also, again, this is supposed to be like an offload, reload, unload, offload, inload, off and on, right? Onload, ramp, and then it goes out to here, and then you go where? Just jump off. That's the official way. That's how you're. I mean, Gordon is a highly trained professional. What was his position again? Assistant researcher? Or something like that? So, I mean, you know, you're supposed to graduate MIT, not whatever PE academy that focuses like a... You're not supposed to... Ah, fuck me. You're supposed to be a scientist to work here, so you understand all this shit, or an engineer at least, not a football, some sports academy graduate where you were where you had a like a grant or some shit like that awarded to you for results and playing in minor league, and then you had an injury, and then because that you're no longer able to play football. Having an injury is not required to be a Black Mesa employee. What I'm trying to say is that agility, strength, background in acrobatics, parkour is not required to be a scientist at Black Mesa. I don't think it shouldn't be. It's a research facility, not like a fucking playground for people to jump around. Because there are no ladders or some shit, right? And Gordon is just assistant researcher. What the fuck was his position? It'll be maybe I should annotate it. So anyway, so he has to do all this shit and also do engineering jobs when he has a very specific position here. So what was the last thing that was important? What I was talking about? Goods. Right. No longer servers. No longer sending that data off to people who buy the game. So maybe they're trying to save money up on that. The fucking cunts. But yeah. So some games are no longer. Oh right. And the third reason might be just like what Rockstar has done, which is to say they have delisted older versions of Grand Theft Auto, so that the only thing you can buy is the remakes for full price, and also a worse product. So that exists in our world today, as opposed to the other thing. There's only one thing that exists in our world, and it's the trash version of the previous life experience. Dude, I'm holding the right mouse button, expecting to have a look down sights, but I'm not getting it. Why is the place shaking again? Fuck. Right. So at least we played with the crossbow again a little bit. We're going up, right? Because we're done here. So delisted, and if the game is playable, what? Huh? I thought I saw something. Apparently I'm wrong. If the game is still playable, but it's not sellable, I mean, you can't. Well, it's like it's not a renewable resource. It's not even a non-renewable resource. Because if it's sold on Steam and you could have bought it, but you no longer can buy it, and if you ask for a refund, it's not like you'll return an example of the game back to the selling pool for someone else to buy off. You can't second-hand sell games off of Steam if it's not an entire account, really. So people are dicked. There are games available to play, and they can't be played. So if they're not like exclusively multiplayer experience where no one bothered to recode some sort of LAN or dedicated server or private hosting of the games, it didn't code that to like pirate hack it through so people can still play the game, then the game is playable, right? So if it doesn't have that multiplayer component, the game is just simply playable and technically accessible. Only it's unavailable, right? So the only way to get that game anymore is piracy. And oh, hey, this is green. Why? Where does that go? Have we been here? Oh, we haven't been here. Okay, now I see. Fuck. At least I dropped the grenade. Explode already. Oh, fuck me, dude. Man, the guns, man. Get him, get him. Oh, we got one. We got two. Right. So everything's going according to plans. Something's spawning. I don't know why. I don't know where. Go get him. What? The sound of the snarks sounded really close, so I was worried that I'm getting myself into trouble. Right, so we kind of dealt with it. It's weird that the grenade took so long to fucking explode. I don't know why. So I guess this is the official place to be here. To be now. There we go. Oh shit! That's a miss. Not good enough. That's good enough. Okay. I'll try not to pick up anything just yet in case anything else tries to attack me. Where are you going? Hopefully you're going down. Issue. Go home. Something else. Oh, fuck me, dude. And I'm taking it smart again instead of rushing in. There's a bunch of... oh, shit. Oh, hold on. Oh, I have to open it. Hold on. Right. Hopefully it's smart to do this. Well, that's smart enough, I'd say. Fuck. Well, not ideally, but we keep going. Dude, we're closing in, and the important part is not yet expressed by me. What gun? Revolver? Because crossbow is low now. Yeah, we can't even reload it anymore, so let's stick with that. Right. The games. So obviously, again, the only way to preserve the game and to play the game anymore is piracy, right? Previously, the cost was to print the DVDs, and there was limited examples of the game available in the world, so that's an issue. But if you can continue to just distribute your code relatively low on charge, if not free of charge, then oh, what? He just left? Did he take a door? What's going on? Oh, right, maybe this one closed instead of him leaving. There we go. I'm saying go and R at the same time. Perfect. Right in that fucking glowing red eyes of yours. Red eye, one. Yeah. So again, preserving the game is the job of piracy. You know, it's an effort still. You know, it takes energy and shit. But if there's a disc, you can buy the game. If there's a code, you can get the game downloaded somehow. So if they're not selling it and it's still just playable, the piracy is the only way to preserve it. Well, it's not distribution. You know, piracy. But still. Even though it's a crime, it's the only way of preserving those games. So you're either paying for digital distribution or disc printing. And if you decided to go digital and essentially selling the game still, instead of printing discs, apparently that's more cost effective. So why would you give up on the ability of continually fucking... This ladder leads to nowhere. If you just walk, you'll die. What is this place? Again, designed to frustrate. Designed by retards. Oh, it's supposed to be lined up, huh? Why isn't it again? Excuse you? What does that do? Why am I here? What do I do? Just walk wherever. Oh, right, I was supposed to talk about that as well. I probably won't then. So, some power. 20 energy. So it's like... 4 energy. It's not a big deal right now. Oh, it also does nothing. It's just a spot for resource to be. Why are we here? Are we supposed to again open something down below, like in the previous things? But everything was green, and we could have, if I took the other turn, I could have been talking to the scientists. So, am I here for no reason? Alright. I don't know why would a company ever give up on the idea of being able to sell their property and earn money off of it. Like sell, like you know, selling products, because it's good, right? So there's that, and like I said, like the guy said, developers don't know that there might be such a thing as death of a game that you shouldn't let happen. And you should consider beforehand, before it all goes to shit, and you're just forced to fucking destroy the art heritage. Art's game is also art. If movie is, then the game is as well. Are we supposed to go in one of those holes? All of them? Fuck. Alright, let's try down, I guess, first. Let's see what's there, and then we go from here. From her. Right. It's one thing to pull out the game from sales, but it's the other to pull out the game from active players. The game is made to be played, and since you sold a perpetual license of ownership, you don't get to come to somebody's house and not let them play the game anymore. You don't get to pull out the multiplayer component. That's one thing. Yeah, and the game was sold as having multiplayer components, so it should be there. So you can't let that not happen. And the only way from here, because Ubisoft is of course a shit corporation, as all corporations are really. The idea now is if you ever want to play the multiplayer, or if the game is just pulled out from underneath you in any capacity, really, you're the only way to get back to it is piracy. If anyone decides to try to hack in some multiplayer ability to play the game. Like, for instance, in comparison to... it's called... What is this? It's called... the game is Titanfall 2, was it? Yeah, the game is Titanfall 2. We'll cheat anyway. Who do you think you are? Titanfall 2... And there is a mod for the game that allows you to play way more modes in way safer environment out of the cheaters shit, right? And since EA doesn't give a fuck, modders did, and the game is sort of fixed. I'm not giving details. It's not my initiative. I'm not getting paid for this. If you really want to, try looking for it. Fuck them anyway. Right. So that exists, right? Piracy and modding. That's the only way to save anything anymore, right? Just break the law to make it better, apparently. There's some like civil discontempt, something like that, breaking the law but not trying to hurt anyone. Oh, are we just climbing the shit now and there will be portals now here? Fuck me. Right, sure, of course. So piracy, civil discontempt, civil contempt, something like that. So that exists. And that's how it pertains to the games, as a medium, as an art piece and shit like that. And how is this wrong? And what's the whole thing that brought me here to talk about that instead of doing whatever I wanted at that time and postponing making this video anyway? There's this guy, this artist, and he's pushing the boundaries of art, and he paints pictures and shit. And his latest stunt that I can remember, it's already a few years old, so it's not like well, it's probably something that I know that you don't know, but it's not like news that has been already covered by, well, I'm not breaking news. So the issue is, he painted a picture on cloth or like canvas or paper, whatever. Just painted a picture, put it up for sale because he's this famous artist and people will want to have his art in their rooms, so they'll pay exorbitant amounts of money to do so. And they did. And as soon as the piece, fuck me, I killed you. Fuck you. Why did it take more shots from Magnum to kill you this time? Not a headshot, but at least not a missed shot. Well, if it's not a headshot and I'm ending up shooting more, it's still waste of ammo. I think that was a headshot, or a neck shot again. Am I being drained of ammo just because? Is it like the harder version of the enemy for me to work against? Nothing indicates that. Half-Life 2 had different armor for the grunts, making them tougher and have better weapons. So I don't know why this seems like it's tougher. Maybe I'm just missing shots. Maybe, but probably not. Anyway, this artist made this painting, put it up for sale in like a frame and shit. And as soon as he heard that, because he must have been in a crowd or had it televised or some shit, as soon as he heard nowhere to go, nothing to press, I guess the ladder then. As soon as he heard that the piece is sold and someone bought it, he pressed a button and activated a remote control. I missed that totally. Oh hey, I hit actually. That's cool. Remote controlled shredder that just dragged the painting in and shredded it. And people were like, oh, it's amazing, it's art, it's performance. He pushes the boundaries of what art and ownership of art is. It's amazing, what a guy, it's amazing. It's not. Art piece, an example, is a good. And if you sell it, the ownership, perpetual license of ownership is transferred to the buyer. And you don't get to destroy his art anymore. His example of goods, you don't get to destroy it anymore. So it's not pushing boundaries. It's stepping, it's crossing the boundaries, and ruining it. And why is it bad? Because he was selling it under false pretense. It's also a scam and fraudulent. It's fraudulent. It's fraud. That's the legal term. Scam isn't a legal term. Anyway, we're here. What the fuck are we doing here? I don't even know. I said I will be teleporting around. We're here now. Right, under 2. Wow, we're low on cool ammo. That's fine. We'll find more ammo for anything. See, shotgun and revolver right away. So shotgun now, huh? Crossing the boundaries of what's ownership, and he destroyed somebody else's goods. And this pertains to the games, because people are having their rug swept from underneath them, because they own software with perpetual license of ownership, and the company doesn't get to come in and take the game away from them in any way. So that's one thing. Is it the other thing? There's something else I wanted to say about that. Right, the scam. Fucking, what the fuck is going on now? Oh, it's fucking lasers, of course. It's gonna kill us. It's gonna aim right here where I'm standing. So what the fuck have we actually done? What is that thing that we've turned on? What is this shit? What the fuck is going on? It reminds me of Jedi Academy as well, and Outcast. Jedi Outcast, the second mission on ARTUS Prime, I think. And with in fucking, what's the cat girl? What's the cat girl joke? Not Anubis. Vader's castle in Vijun, on Vijun, where there was like a generator, and we were going there with Kyle, and it was shooting lasers as well. Does that open? No, of course not. It did break a window here somewhere, because I saw the lasers coming. Fuck me, that's close. Well, we got hit anyway. We're gonna reload. Give it one cycle. And try now. Fucking... We made it. Good. Why did we make it here? Oh, some ammo. Sure. So, scam and fraud, because he was advertising, well, technically, right? What the buyer was supposed to buy was a painting. A painting which had nothing special on it. Like, it wasn't disclosed that it will self-destruct. And they were paying for painting to have a painting, not a shredded painting. So yeah, it's scam, it's fraud, it's not pushing the boundaries of ownership of art preservation, the death of the author when it comes to interpretation, but also death of the author when it comes to ownership, when someone bought a perpetual license to own the art piece. You don't get to go in and destroy it for someone, neither with paintings nor with games. And that happens, and that's a thing, and that's my argument. Hopefully, well, really, like honestly, hopefully someone will hear it, because it's a good argument, I think. Because it shits on corporations, shits on these artists, and shits on the artists that was being pretentious by, that's probably not the word. Well, I'm trying to think about the better word for what I was trying to convey. Well, what I was trying to say literally is that he's pretending that what he does is groundbreaking, innovative, and important, and does something to change people's views on how things are done. Revolutionary, it isn't. Yeah, it's just breaking the law. It's just breaking the law. Just a massive bullshit. On corporations' part, on an artist's part, and on the audience part, thinking what he's done was cool because he's now in vogue and rich, and if he wasn't, then he wouldn't have merit. So obviously if he is rich and... fuck, why have I done this? He's rich and in vogue. So obviously he must be a good person, and because good people have good things happen to them, so if good things happen to a person, they must be good. So they blindly follow a motherfucker with a big wallet. Damn. No, that was still not good enough. At least I've got a save right here. Oh, I could probably crouch, probably. Probably. And yeah, I think these are good arguments. Good arguments for game preservations, good arguments for ownership, good arguments against pretentious art. All around good argument. Well, I'm gonna have to take that hit, I think, I guess. Good arguments all around, and I made them, and in all honesty, I wish a lot of people heard them, but unfortunately at this stage, and at this stage definitely not, and there is no guarantee at any stage there will be any greater stage than what's going on right here. So yes, criticizing art, criticizing corporations, criticizing Ubisoft, criticizing my speech pattern, criticizing game development and shit like that. So with that, and with us standing here seemingly at the dead end, I'm gonna bid you farewell, because this is the end of this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you actually did learn something today. See you next time in something I play for you for free. In the meantime, of course, go to my channel, subscribe, watch and share everything on it, and if you don't like those videos, it's entirely your fault.